Hi everyone, in this video we will talk about Sustainable Development Goal 13, which addresses climate action. We have 5 group members, which are myself, Derma Ing, Nurfatin Najwa, Nurin Fazana, Nurul Hidayah, and Chandruye. Our metric numbers are shown in this video. Okay, first of all, we need to identify our problem. In the past few weeks, Durian Tunggal area has been grappling with a pressing issue, which is frequent flooding. During heavy rainfall, our streets transform into rivers and homes find themselves submerged underwater. The consequences of this flood are devastating, causing damage to infrastructure, disrupting transportation, and posing a significant risk to public safety. Floods not only affect the physical environment, but also have a social and economic impacts on our community. It is clear that addressing this issue is imperative for the well-being and the sustainability of Durian Tunggal area.
Next is an analysis and a problem statement. So the first point is an environmental impact. Environmental impact is the increased frequency and the severity as a result of the melting glaciers and the polar ice brought on by rising global temperature. Climate is causing flood of occur more frequently and with a greater severity. Erosion and habitats destruction. Erosion is brought on by floods, and erosion is a turn result in ecosystem modification, biodiversity loss, and habitat destruction. Next point is a social impact. The displacement. Every year, millions of people have to leave their home and towns due to flooding. Health risks. Contaminants carried by flood water raise the possibility of the waterborne illness which negatively affect poor groups. Infrastructure damage. Flood causes damage to the building, roads and the bridge which affects the ability of the vital service including healthcare, education and transportation. Food security. Crop destruction by floods can result in a shortage and a rise in the food insecurity. Third point is the economic impact. Property damage. Each year, flood inflict $1 billion worth of the property damage, placing a financial strain on citizens, communities, and government as they deal with the cost of the repair and reconstruction. Decreased economy. Distribution to business and agriculture lead to decreased economic activity affecting both local and global economies. Insurance costs. As the flood become more frequent and severe, insurance premium rise, making it more difficult for the people and the business in the flood-prone areas to afford coverage. Last point is the ethical consideration. The effects that flood are having due to the climate change bring up the ethical issue of the environmental justice, global accountability, and intergenerational equity. Floods disproportionately harms communities of the color and wealthy nations have an ethical duty to assist developing nations in adapting. A sustainable future depends on the lowering emissions and lessening the effects of the climate change.
Now, I will talk about the engineering solutions that inline to the SDG 13 climate change. Here are some engineering solutions that can be overcome the problems of flooding in Malacca Durian Tunggal. The first engineering solutions are flood protection at house level. Engineers should implement flood-resilient platforms as foundations for new houses. Existing houses can be raised using screw piles or jacking methods. This elevates housing areas above flood water level. The second engineering solutions are designing drainage system. Engineers should design integrated drainage systems within houses and install sump pumps with backflow prevention to remove flood water from basements. Also, to create slope landscapes around houses to direct water away from foundations. The third engineering solutions are flood monitoring system. Engineers should install real-time flood monitoring sensors in strategic locations to track water levels and predict potential flooding. Also, utilize remote sensing technology to monitor rainfall patterns and forecast potential flooding events. by implementing these engineered solutions for climate resilient infrastructure, Malacca's housing can significantly improve their flood resilience, reduce flood damage, and minimize environmental impact.
Let's move on to purpose of non-engineering solution. The main purpose is establish of community climate action groups. Forming community-based climate action groups in neighborhoods across Malacca can foster grassroots initiative to combat climate change. These groups could consist of volunteers, local residents, or students. With this community, they can raise awareness. They can organize educational workshops, seminars, and campaigns to raise awareness about the causes and impacts of climate change, as well as solution and adaptation strategies. Secondly is promote sustainable practices. They can encourage the adoption of sustainable lifestyle practices such as reducing energy consumption, minimizing waste generation, promoting public transportation or maybe cycling, and supporting local organic food production. Last but not least is tree planting and green spaces. They can organize tree planting, drive an initiative to create green spaces within urban areas to mitigate the urban heat island effect and enhance biodiversity.
So the conclusion is the issue of climate change presents a multifaceted challenge to environmental and sustainability efforts. Analysis reveals that various factors contribute to environmental degradation and unsustainability. These include over-reliance on fossil fuels, deforestation, industrial pollution, and unsustainable agricultural practices. The consequences encompass a wide range of environmental issues such as rising temperatures, extreme weather events, loss of biodiversity, and depletion of natural resources. To address these challenges, both engineering and non-engineering solutions are necessary. Engineering solutions may involve developing renewable energy sources, implementing energy-efficient technologies, designing eco-friendly infrastructure, and creating resilient urban planning. Non-engineering approaches may focus on raising awareness through education and advocacy, promoting sustainable consumption and production patterns. Ultimately, addressing climate change requires a comprehensive and collaborative approach that combines technological innovation, behavioral change, policy reforms, and global solidarity. By tackling climate change, we not only mitigate its adverse effects on the environment but also advance progress towards achieving multiple SDGs, including SDG 13, climate change. That's all from us. Thank you.